Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready. Go to base. Choose the mic. Come on, baby. Go.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it. And right away, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Watch the pass. Switch. Match box. Right, go.
Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
After the sack on first down, Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That's how we do, D.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Balazs. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Mike.
The play fake to Balazs. Now Rosen. Open man, it's Preston Williams. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Preston Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 36, Jackson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6. And just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On second down, it's Connor, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the safety creep.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Steelers nothing.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And Jackson throwing once more. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson dancing to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rosen. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. Give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Check, check.
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Balaj, 76 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Middle.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. It's caught by Clive Walford. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On play action, Rosen. It's Williams on the catch. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On the Jets sweep, here's Grant. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On the Jets sweep, here's Grant. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Rosen now off the bootleg. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Jackson going to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
52, Mike, 52. Watch the run, watch the run. 52. Hey, watch the slap, watch the slap. Watch the slap, watch the slap. There you go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Taco Charlton able to record his 5th sack of the season. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in the football first as the 2nd half gets started. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rosen off the play action. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now Jackson on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Bud Dupree able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Rosen. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Balaj. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They run it with Balaj. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. Play action here with Rosen. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They go play action. It's Rosen. Going deep here for Parker. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
So Mike's number 1. Hey, watch the slip. Here we go. Here we go.
Jackson from the shotgun. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll get 34 yards there. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And that'll do it. For the end of the 2nd quarter, this is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Yeah. Hey, hold on. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, a run with Connor. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the draw, Connor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Hey, wahoo!
They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Well, that run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15. A play fake to Balaj. Now Rosen. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I got you. I got you.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says win, but as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, Dolphins.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Preston Williams, the intended receiver, and it's second down. They want to go to the and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Rosen will throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been now, not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Play action. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now it's Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it with Connor. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Rosen. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. On play action, Rosen. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. He's airing it out for Williams. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will finally get him down. As he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Here we go. Run the mic. Watch one. Watch one.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Minka Fitzpatrick, the 1st-round pick out of Alabama. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Again, it's Balaj. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Rosen. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way. Oh, Rosen is stripped of the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Parker, the intended target. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Jackson, flushed out right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 23 yards the pickup there. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
And now it's Rosen looking. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Middle. Let's go, deep, tighten.
Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Intercept, baby. All day.
The Steelers take over 1st and
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones, but at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on, and that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Miami, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You was your like your belly show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You was your like your belly show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently